kids? How many people here are have snuck over from the BSG thing? Hello. Oh, yes. Oh, they're all sitting at the back. Because they came in late, like the Xena people. They line up 4 hours ahead so they can get in front. You BSG people, yeah. Anyway, nice to have you all. Thanks for coming. Am I just here to yak? I guess I am. I was tossing up what I was going to wear today, but I know the sisters just want the chaps. These things are going to fall apart. Anyway, who came to the show last night? I see a few familiar faces. Oh my God. Everybody. Well, thank you so much. Little parts. Oh, thanks. We're getting together to fix all the bits that were a little bit. Some parts were genius. What? Do the what song? Oh yeah, the Meg song. You know what? I actually made that song up for one of my babies. Because a bubba in New Zealand is a baby. It's not some fat dude with beer and hanging out of a pickup truck. Or Bill Clinton. So I made up that little song, but I couldn't make it work. When I jumped out of the cake in this episode, and I'm wearing nothing but like a whipped cream bikini. As I do every year. I didn't know how to make it work, like it wasn't, and I was saying to Josh, does it need to be fast? He said, no, why don't you slow it right down? So I burst out of this cake and I'm going, who's my little bubba? My chubba wubba. Who's my little bubba? Pachookie chookie chookie. Who's my little bubba? My little bubba. Who's my little bubba? Pachookie. Anyway, very silly. Did it the God of War. My youngest recently saw that episode, and he wasn't really very interested in the woman jumping out of the cake, but he thought it was hilarious how the God of War appears, and then Joxa comes in. Joxa challenges the God of War, who shows up and blasts Joxa to the ground and says, give me one reason why I shouldn't kill you. My kid just Ted's his hero in the God of War. That woman in the bikini, no interest. What else was I going to tell you then? You just reminded me of something. Oh, I have one child who's likely to be an actor. My very youngest, Jude. And he's the one that loves the Xena thing. He loves to come and see me on the stage. My other kids are like, not so sure about it. They don't want. Julius doesn't want to share me with anyone, so he's affronted by me being up on a stage for other people. But Jude totally digs it. He'll hang out for hours, and he does. He's got a little tushy dance going too, and now he goes, "I see stars." I'm like, whoa, I see stars. I don't know how he got the building blocks to put that together, but he did. Anyway, who's got a question for me? Are we allowed to do that, Sharona? Shout them out. Yes, miss. Yeah. Was it fun being Xena? It was very fun being Xena. That was the coolest job ever because you got to do everything. Oh, well, it's her first convention. And, many more to you, honey. Welcome. Rio, what do you want to say? Oh, okay, if you want to ask a question, come on up. Or shout from the back if you want. I'm going up to be on BSG in a couple of weeks. Knock off a little more of that. Yep. I'm going to go and be I don't know what they've got in store for me. I know sort of the rough things, but I guess I'm just going to go and be a bad girl and cause trouble. It's my habit. Yes. Burn notice. Is there any possibility that when I fell backwards off that building, 16-story building that I bounced on the awning and, landed in a tree by my braces. Boing, boing, boing. I think that would strain the bounds of credibility. And that was not a concern in Xena. Burn notice. Not so much leeway, I'm afraid. I doubt it, but I had such a good time, and I just got a call from Jeffrey Donovan today. It left a message saying, "It's driving me crazy. Are you the voice of the navigation system in my car?" I'm going to ring him back. It's totally not me, because I'm going to go, "Yes, Jeffrey, it's me. I am guiding your every move. It's me that sends you backwards down that one-way street. Yeah, I'm going to fuck you up." He's a lovely guy. He's such a darling. Hello. Hi. Did you notice that I didn't? There was a couple where I'm just scratching my head going, because some songs are very difficult because they're very samey. If there's not, I need a shape to follow, or I have to build one artificially on the like I have to, almost like a roller coaster on the inside to learn things, a scene or whatever. And some songs don't lend themselves easily to that. They're just much harder to learn. But, well, that's rock and roll. Good, thank you. Yes, miss? She wants me to come to the South and do a concert. Because I'm from the deep South. Where's the South? Where should I go? Georgia? Oh. Austin, Texas. You know what? I'm thinking about Austin. I'm going to call Renee's stepfather, Eddie Watson, and say, "Dude," because he and I talked about that a long time ago, just go and just jam with them. It's very hard when you do a really big show because really good musicians are, it's a big, expensive process. You got to buy the rights and do all that sort of stuff. But if I'm just jamming with Eddie, it's a much more manageable thing. It's just me. Stay at their house. There's no, less overheads. Here's me volunteering their house for me to stay in. And my entourage. Hang on, love. Yes. Is Broadway or theatre in my future? I'd sure like it to be. My kids are a little bit young at the moment. I've had the chance to go and do some stuff, and I turned it down for that reason. I'd sure love to do it. Yes, miss? A dream place? Well, Buddy Guy's Legends is... Do I have a dream place I'd like to perform? I want Tokyo. Everywhere that's on the bottom of those perfume labels. Hey, Paris, Tokyo, Amsterdam. I could probably do something in Germany or London because there's a lot of a fan base there, But we'll see. Giving you an excuse to go over there, bless you. All these girls in their little t-shirts. Yes, miss. My character's always a little bit of both, evil and good. She was saying, do you like to be evil or good? Well, I think if your character's real, then they're a whole mix of all sorts of things. I don't want to play something. Hi, Nora. There you are again. Sandy, is she here too? Oh my God. And other Sandy. Amazing. I mean, to say hi to you last night. Anyway, it all got too complex. Evil or good? I like to be naughty. I know you find that very hard to believe, but I don't really want to play characters that are, I don't want to really do melodrama, unless it's shtick. That's always, comedy is fun. Then you can be really completely evil and one-dimensional, but when you play a real character, you want it to be grounded in something truthful. So, either a bad girl who's a little bit good or a good girl who's a little bit bad. Yes, miss. Do I remember the what song? Oh, yes, I remember that song. Oh, hello at the microphone. We'll get to you in a second. I do. I wrote that song when I was really in love with somebody. Anyway, yeah, so really it's a love song. Yes.
Yes, I'm on a spiritual journey, and so I love the spirituality in Xena.
Yeah.
And I found that in Fallen Angel, although some people didn't like it, I loved that Xena gave her angelhood to Callisto, because it said to me, no matter what mistakes you think you've made in life, you too can be an angel here on Earth.
Right.
And so I was wondering what you felt in Xena doing that, or how you feel personally.
I think she was always on Xena was always on a quest for redemption, because she felt that she was just stained, you know. She had missed the mark, and that she would never find that kind of peace, you know. And I think she was offering Callisto some sort of redemption, and I don't think she really felt that she got any out of the deal. I don't think she was looking for that.
No. To me, it also said that through forgiveness, your salvation comes, because in the end, Callisto was the one who helped bring back Xena and Gabrielle.
And isn't that true too? Like forgiveness is
forgiveness and love and compassion.
It helps you move on.
Yeah.
Right. Take 50% of the responsibility for whatever happened, or maybe not if you were truly, you know, victimized or whatever as a child, but take responsibility for the moving on. Yeah, it's tough sometimes, but let it go away, because it weighs you down. It's too much baggage.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, miss. You'd like to know how Tilly? Tilly's doing good. She's doing really great. Unfortunately, she lost a foal. She'd always kind of wanted to have one. This is the horse, by the way. She told me, I mean, she was going for, you know, through in vitro, and it was killing her. I offered her some eggs. I put some aside earlier. Here's some I prepared. That might have had something to do. Unfortunately, she, you know, Sandy, who was the horse trainer who now does the physical looking after Tilly, said that she just couldn't maintain the pregnancy. And but she's always been a very sort of a clucky mare. And but she's doing good. She's 20-something years old now. She's like, so, but she's still jumping. Thanks, Bri. Man, that job doesn't work out for you, mate. You know. Super. Do I want some brownies? I don't want any brownies. Do you know what happened to me when I ate brownies once? Did I ever tell you the story? I went backstage at a play. How did you get New Zealand brownies into... Now, look, that is not kosher, man. You can't transport food. They don't have brownies in New Zealand. What? Ah, you got from New Zealand. You mean the Edmonds cookbook? No, I'm scared of your brownies. Can I tell you why? Don't be hitting me with your brownies. I'm getting afraid. Let me tell you a brownie story. I went backstage at Kevin's and a play. And I was sitting all alone waiting for the actors to come out from their shower. And I helped myself to these brownies that were sitting around. They were kind of horrible. But since they were somebody's, I was like, oh, these are crap. And because it was somebody's home baking, there was no rubbish tin, so I just had to like swallow it. So finally the actors come in, and it's sort of a common area for all the theatre group. And we go off, and I'm sitting there talking to Kevin Smith, and these people are watching us, and I'm starting to get paranoid. I'm going, why are those people looking at me? Why are they looking at me? And I'm saying to Garth Maxwell, who was one of our directors on Xena, who was there, I said, see those people over there, they're looking at us. He goes, well, yeah, it's Lucy Lawless and Kevin Smith sitting on a bench in Auckland. Yeah. And I'm going, oh no, something's up with that. And then I get this, I'm like, I'm starting to freak out, and I say, somebody has put something in my drink. So somebody spiked my drink, and Stuart Main, who's another crazy director there, goes, oh good, give it to me. So he takes my drink, and I'm getting crazier and crazier. And I'm going, somebody's trying to date, this is when all that date rape stuff was going on, somebody's trying to date rape me. The guy at the bar has put some GHB in my drink, right? And I say, Kevin, somebody's done something to my drink. And he looks at me like, and I go, it's you. I swear, I jumped out the window. I didn't go out the door because I was passing all those people who are trying to rape me. So I jumped out the window and I got the two gay men who I knew were not interested in me to drive me home. All the way, I think I'm being followed. Rob's away, my mother's babysitting. I think I'm gonna come in and find blood spatter on the walls. Because I am a crime TV watcher. I know what it looks like. I go and I say to my mum, you can't leave. Something's happened, someone's trying to get me. They put something in my drink. And she's like, and I can't believe my mother, she knows me pretty well. I'm the mother of 3 children, I'm pretty solid. And she goes, oh, stop being dramatic. I say, I don't care what you think, Mum, something's up. You gotta sleep the night. I can't be alone with the kids. I can't remember how old Daisy was at this time. But she's in my bed. And I'm lying next to her and I'm looking at her and she's sleeping. But I think she's got her eyes awake. Eyes are open in the dark. I'm so paranoid. I start walking through the house because I think there's an axe murderer in the house. And I've got, I don't know what I had in my hand. Some sort of I don't know, it might have been a Xena sword or something, right? I'm like going through my house, looking behind doors. I'm paranoid. I'm tripping out of my mind. The next day, I'm still wired. We survived the night, thankfully. And I'm on the phone to Danny. I'll call back and I go, hey, Danny, you know those brownies? And she went, oh, you ate the brownies. She goes, you idiot, you ate the brownies. Those belong to so-and-so in their lethal. I go, you're telling me. I'm still a little out of my mind because when you don't know where something like that has come from, it's terrifying. I went on this 48-hour trip. And I went out with Daisy, we went down to the market and I got these henna tattoos put on my feet. Well, by the time I sober up, I have the biggest, ugliest frickin' spiders growing up my legs, right? They look like terrible, and I'm stuck with these things for like 3 weeks because of the brownies, and that's why I can't eat the brownies. I'm sorry. Can't go into Starbucks either, same reason. I know they are, thank you. Why don't I'll take one for later. Okay. All right, when I'm in a safe environment. Okay, who's got another question? Yes, miss. Hi.
My sister said someday I would get to meet you, and I'm so thrilled to be here. Would you do your battle cry for me? If you
Would I do my battle cry? Only for you because you look so pretty in that lovely peach color t-shirt. Hello, little one. Oh, you're so welcome. Yes, miss. Do I have any interest or plans in the silver screen? I have many plans in the silver screen. I can't seem to get Hollywood in line with my plans. They keep looking for some little piece of chicken to give my role to. Oh, we always have plans, Sandy. Yeah, of course. Of course. Now I've got a lot more energy. My kids have gone off to school, and I'm, it's a funny thing in Hollywood. You got to dress up. And I didn't know that before. Like going and like schlemiel, the agency, try to get them all revved up. Doesn't happen. You kind of gotta act like a star. It's very boring, actually. Yes. Debbie Downer. She says, how did you feel? I'm sorry to be a downer. Yeah, how did I feel about what, Gabrielle? How did I feel about my character dying? Yeah, which time? The last time. Well, we just thought it was like, that is such a crazy, strong, dramatic idea. This, like, wow, that's genius. And then when I realized how much it actually hurt people, we went, oh, yikes, that was a bad thing. That was a bad thing to do to the fans. You can always follow it up. There's obviously nobody really dies in Xena, unless they're extremely badly behaved. You know who's becoming a really big star down in New Zealand now? A guy called Anthony Starr. He was one of the young lovers in one of those comedies. What was that, Steve? One of those. Might have been the Plays the Thing. Plays the Thing. Thank you. I think that one. Anyway, he's getting quite a lot of attention. He's a good guy, good actor. Happy for him. Hello. Just saying thank you for being part of a great show. Thank you. Well, thanks for making it a hit, guys. And I want to thank the writers and all the cast and crew for supporting me and making it happen. I wouldn't have been able to do that role if they didn't give it to me. Imagine what you're missing out on in Hollywood. The things I do with their roles. Hello. Yes, sir. Young man, yeah. Do I have a funny Sam Raimi story? Sam brings his kids up to when we go to holiday in Michigan, and they come and we have sort of from Michigan. Yeah, we go there. It looks a lot like the Central North Island of New Zealand, actually, but actually, Sam's kids are funnier than his. Sam's really funny, but his kids are hilarious. And one of his boys puts on big productions for us. We have what do you call them? Wiener roasts, marshmallow toasts and wiener roasts. And his kids put on a show. It's funny stories about Sam. I just not sure that there's any I'm allowed to share, actually. He did want to. We asked if we could rent his house. He had a house, and he was like, "Oh, I'm too embarrassed for Lucy to go and see that." So we sent Rob. He's going to tear this place down, and Rob said, "Yeah, sure enough, that's not going to work." But no, I'm sorry. I don't know. We just love Sam. He's just a genius, and he's having a really good bit of time off to be with his kids now. So I love that. Yes, sir. Hi. Nice to meet you too, darling.
Can you do a Xena cartwheel for us?
Oh, you want to hear a Xena cry? I haven't been asked to do that in a long time.
The cartwheel.
Do you know what these pants have been through today? Do you mind if I don't do a cartwheel? I'd love to, but Please, no. It's too early in the morning for me. Zoe Bell, I'd like you to bounce off the walls and hang in that uncomfortable leather harness for a couple of weeks. That's hello. Yes.
Hello, my name is Wendy, and I was wondering if you had fun doing the been done or done that episode. That's my favorite episode.
This lady's favourite episode has been there, done that. And did I enjoy it? Can't remember. Did I enjoy that, Steve? Was that, hang on, that's not the day in the life. No, been there, done that is the one where we keep repeating. Groundhog Day. Oh, that was so good. That was really good, wasn't it? That was genius.
Did you have fun with the goose eggs, or did Jockster have fun with the goose eggs?
Did Jox have fun with the goose eggs? No, because the goose eggs really hurt. But we had fun with the goose eggs, smacking them on his forehead. Ted's so good at that stuff. He's a great serious actor too. But yeah, thank you. It was wonderful. Yes, miss.
Oh, wow. Is that what you're wearing for the photo op?
I was thinking of taking it off. Yes, this is what I'm wearing for the. Is that okay?
No problem. No problem.
Okay.
Miss Lawless?
Who said that? Oh yes.
I have a little gift for you.
Do we do this sort of thing? Well, thank you very much. Did you make that yourself? Did you really? Wow, it's got a big piece of power, which is abalone shell. No, but you made that yourself, huh? Next time, yeah, this with the brownies. It's beautiful, thank you. That's great. Wow, swanky. Yes, miss.
I wanted to say thank you for coming to New Orleans post Hurricane Katrina. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming to New Orleans post Katrina. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. Well, I don't know how much help I was. We were serving like what do you call them? Biscuits, and it was Thanksgiving that time, and a couple of times actually. But people were just still so shell shocked. They were not interested in celebrities. Maybe with Faith Ford and those guys who are real big stars, but it was like they're like, who are you? Unless you're going to give me some money. I got no use. No, not that rude, but it's like you knew that they were so. I mean, they were down to nothing. They didn't have anything left for. There's no hero worship going on. It's like they're dealing with life and just raw survival. Well, how does it look at the moment? And the ninth ward, it's still covered in toxic dust. Yeah. When I went there, guys, it's like frozen. It looks like it's 100 years old, all this stuff. And at that point, it was only... I went back once, just a few weeks afterwards, and then months later, it was exactly in the same state. When you have a flood, and it still is, years later, it still is. What you have in a flood is that all the heavy metals rise up with the water table, which is already very close to the surface, obviously, but everything is coated in toxic dust, which is, they can't bulldoze it because you know how that will devastate the people who are working on it, and it's a really tough scene for really one of the greatest cities on earth, in my opinion. It was the best, right? That's one of the few places I go, oh, I would live here. It's really. Where are you? Are you in the Lake District? Metairie, right? Yeah. How high was it in your? That's enough, though. Eh? That's a foot in your house, man. That your carpet's gone, your foundation, your walls are wet through for months. Plaster won't dry out. 2 years to fix it. I'm really sorry to hear that. My pleasure. At the back there. Hi. She has 2 issues. Let's start with my mother. Yes, darling, I hear you. What? Oh, yes. Up at the what used to be a lion park, a lion safari park when I was a kid. I used to ride horses around that area. My godfather owned a farm down the road. Still does, actually. And we'd go and ride out there. I used to walk up that street all the time. It's so weird that we would be filming Xena there all those years later. And as we were filming, over the 6 years we were filming, the subdivisions, the city crept closer and closer to us until they were digging up the vineyards all around us to put in subdivisions. And the city council, there was a big fight because the residents wanted to call it Lake Xena or something. And the council wanted to name it something a little bit more, a Maori name or something that was culturally significant. And ultimately the people won. It's like, no, we want it to be Lake Xena. It makes us laugh. Why not? Yeah. I think that's hilarious. Panorama Lake? That's not Maori. That's there's a child in the room. I can't speak freely. You know what I think about that. Panorama Lake? Bleh. Mind you, this lake is like the size of the stage, right? It's a pond. Panorama. Could be Lake Joxa. This is the comic relief lake. I'm sorry, Ted, to call you comic relief. Yes, miss, in the middle.
I was on the Lucy list this morning, and there's a rumor going around that you're thinking about dyeing your hair dark again. Go for it.
I'm getting a little bored. I can't because of Battlestar, but I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Just keep changing. But it's hard, If you go dark, there's not many years you can do that because then you start getting grey going, blink, blink. I never told you that, but secretly that's the reason that all these women start going blonde in Hollywood. Yes, hello.
I have 2 questions. One, who's the best kisser in the cast? And is it awkward or uncomfortable doing the scene?
It's like kissing your brother. It's always a little uncomfortable. Who's the best kisser? Oh, of course. In real life, she is. Yes. Hello, at the back there. Whose hand is it? Yes. I would love to come to Atlanta, honey. We were talking about, yeah, because you've got great musicians there too, right? Okay, just for you. I'll pencil it in. The person right behind you, I think, who I can't. Hi, sweetie. How's my He's good. He's pretty good. Yeah, he's never going to be the same, but he's doing pretty good. My parents were married in, we used to do the calculation. I'm trying to remember that picture on the wall, because we were like, when was Tim born? As a kid, you always do that. You try to go when you figure out how long to gestate somebody. My mum was born in 1937, and she was 20, so it must have been about 57 that she got married. They're cool. So still so in love. always kept their own lives going. You know, my mum said you got to keep outside nutrients coming into your relationship. Otherwise, the person gets kind of bored. You got to keep up your own pursuits and not give it all away to your. Like if you make your kids your entire life, what happens when they get up and go off? You know, you're just devastated. It's a bit of a balancing act you got to do there. Yes, hello.
Have you seen any of Bruce Campbell's new show?
Have I seen Bruce Campbell's new show? No, what show was that? Darling, do you know that I guest starred in that last week? Yeah, it's a good show and you should watch it. That was the best question ever. You made me so happy. I'm sorry, follow up, wait for it. He looks a little more substantial. Did you see the pilot where he's just sitting there with his gut hanging out, having a beer by the pool, looking at chicks? So great. I love that. Yeah, and because I went on his show and I had been like chowing down all summer, just like, I don't care. Hollywood schmollywood, you know. So, and I had the greatest summer, but I got a bit portly myself. So I went down to Florida and did the show, and when I saw the Russia's bag, it was like Bruce and I had been at a donut eating convention. We went to the fat farm, literally. We were both porky, man. But one of us got on the job, and one of us didn't. He's great, man. He's a happy and loved man. He's a very successful human being. So, yeah. Yes, sir.
Hi. I have some questions. Now, you worked with Smokey Robinson, Dionne Warwick. Who else would you have dreamed of working with?
Dionne, he's saying, I worked with Smokey Robinson and Dionne Warwick. Who else would I want to work with? Ooh. Elvis. Etta James. You know, if we talked about dead people, not Etta, obviously, but Elvis, Gil Scott Heron. Do you guys know his work? Wow, eh? But of course he'd be in a heroin tunnel. He might be hard to relate to, but what a genius. And go look him up. If you, She says, eat your brownies. Oh, that's hilarious. Who else would I want to, and living people, Etta James, Annie Lennox, Melissa Etheridge. I mean, I sing the people that I love. Who wouldn't want to work with Ray Charles? Lyle Lovett. Lyle Lovett is actually not a straight cowboy. If you don't know his work, he does a lot of gospel stuff. He's from somewhere near Houston. And he's got a lot of soul going on. And he has a woman called Francine Reed who sings with him. Those two, what a pair. Yes. Okay, your other question.
The other question is, somewhere in the near future, you and Renee want to do like a comedy series together?
Would Ren and I like to do a comedy series? I think that's a brilliant idea. Yeah. Do a sitcom? Yeah. We would love to do that, of course. Mm.
And as long as I don't have to wipe your butt.
Oh, no.
Again.
No, you started something now.
I started it.
And you know what?
It's always something, you know?
I'm feeling a need. So if you can meet me out there in about
No, I
20
owe
minutes.
you next time. Here, Lucy, here. Right there. That's what she was doing.
I'm
She's
very
leaning
sorry
over.
to the mother of that lovely little child.
Sorry, she's
I was wondering there.
Sorry. This is our humor. Welcome.
A toilet humor.
Yes.
We're very
Which
scared.
I like, as you know now, right?
Okay. This young lady wants to ask you a question. I can just feel it.
Yeah.
Don't eat the brownies.
I have to tell you, though, a story about brownies. You want to hear what's really... Are there a lot of children here?
One.
So I know. Anyway, should I tell the story? Yes, go right ahead. I do. It's funny.
Does she have fun doing Gabrielle?
Do I have fun doing Gabrielle? I like the comedies, hey. As you
Yeah.
guys know. But I want you to know that Diamonds and Guns, the fart joke, that was for my son Miles. I swear, my 5-year-old son, you know, he's so into fart jokes now, and I thought, you know what, I'll just kind of put that in there. Farting away. Yeah, Gabrielle didn't get to do that.
Okay. Are you wanting me to give
No.
Renee the stage? Or do we stay and chat a bit together?
Can we stay?
All
Can
right.
we stay together here?
We'll stay together, yeah, loving you well.
So I was going to tell a story, yeah. So
Tina Turner. Tina Turner, mister. Tina Turner, that's who I'd like to be on stage with.
I saw Tina Turner
Why is
dressed
he covering
up
his
sort
face?
of as
Is he
you.
is he crying
once.
or is he depressed? Are you all
No,
right?
he's just shaking like, whoa, what the?
Talking to
What are they
you.
doing?
Tina Turner. Anyway,
You guys, how come nobody's dressed in costumes? There are like, you know, stormtroopers walking around, and I'm like, gosh, we're actually really normal around here, aren't we? You know what I mean? No, I love it. Daisy, Lucy's daughter Daisy was, hey, all right, woohoo, girl. There you go. See, that's already. No, Daisy went to go help me get things for Miles. There was a Boba Fett. Boba Fett, yeah. So funny. I'm so excited. You know, it's like signed stuff, and he's like excited. Just take it home. Anyway, so yeah, the brownie story. Okay, so I was once married to a lovely man, Steve. As you guys, most of you know, my life, most of my life story. But when we got married in Austin, Texas, this is so Eddie Wilson. Some of his friends came and they brought brownies to the wedding. They brought, you were there. Hang on. Do you remember this? Anyway,
that's where the brownie story came. It
No.
really a play. It was Renee's
No.
wedding.
I just remember the Congo line, everyone going around and around. But no, it was funny with
their
the
swords
brownies. Brownies. Anyway, so Eddie's friends were eating brownies, and it was kind of comical because they found the whole reception quite colorful and fanciful, and they slept very early throughout the night. Do you remember that?
You mean they bought?
They brought
Hash
their own
brownies?
brownies.
Hash brownies?
Yes. And I didn't even know. I was having such a good time. Next thing I heard later that they were passed out on the floor. You know, I was like, how did I miss that? As I'm congoing, you know, skipping over their body. I had no idea. It's funny. Isn't that hilarious?
That
That's
is funny.
Austin.
I
I'm
didn't
trying to
notice-
get Lucy to go to Austin to do a show. Wouldn't that be funny? Anyway,
Cool, man. That's crazy to me. Like,
it's crazy.
that does everybody have a brownie story?
I do.
Did they share or did they just eat
No,
them
I
all
had no
themselves?
idea. I don't know. I think they're trying to keep it kind of undercover.
That's hilarious. Yes, miss.
Well, I noticed on the show that you guys are, your characters are really, really, really close.
Our characters are really, really close.
Like, you guys are like great friends and like,
It's just we try hard. But what was yesterday? I got a call from Lucy. Hey, Ren, you know, just putting in my rollers in my hair. If you want to come on down, you know, have some company. Sure, actually, yeah. I just, you know, heated mine up. I'll be right there. So I come, knock.
I think I'm being it's really crazy and racy because I'm standing there in my undies and my bra. And so I go and open the door, and there's Renee standing there in her undies and bra in the hall. She's run down the hall in her knickers.
nothing to it. I'm like,
Hilarious.
it just made sense because, you know, if you're going to roll your hair, we're not very good at this to begin with, right? But if you think about it, if you're going to roll your hair, you don't want to have a T-shirt on because then you can't get the T-shirt off, right? So you wear your bra. That was my logic. Yeah.
I asked Daisy to document this weekend, but she absolutely refused
No.
to
Not
document
my
that.
mother, no.
She's like, you're my mother.
I defended Daisy. I was like, Daisy, I get it. You know, I don't want to see my mom in her underwear taking her picture, so it's all right, I get it. You know?
But then we
It's
turn
Lucy
away from
again.
Daisy and we go, oh yeah, we're quite friendly.
We don't like each other, no.
And would she wipe my butt if we weren't really good friends? I mean, proof of the pudding.
The images. Yes. Lovely.
Hi, I'm Renee.
Hello. Nice to meet you too. Welcome.
I have a question for both of you. Do you have fun ad-libbing or editing Xena?
Did we have fun ad-libbing on Xena?
Yeah, like editing, like why you have to edit the words and stuff?
Did we have to edit our words? Did we edit
All
our words?
the
We changed
time.
them. Yeah. We changed them a lot, didn't we?
Only if we hadn't really done our homework. Don't say we changed them in front of the writer.
I know, Steve.
These guys are
I don't
back in
think it's a
LA
surprise,
tearing their
actually.
hair out.
I know. No, actually, we were pretty good. We really were. I mean, I think we always had the read-through, so everyone knew if there were changes, that everyone was prepared to know what the other person was going to be saying. There weren't really too many surprises, I don't think. Once we were filming, we were cranking, through, and you had to be on. So we didn't edit as we acted, not really. That would have been funny, though. Eh?
Ultimate respect for the script. Yes, miss.
Of course.
You darling. Yes, in the lovely purple mauve. Hey. From England.
Wanted to say the concert was awesome last night.
Not from England. The concert was awesome last night. Thank you very much.
It was, and Daisy did a great job.
Thank Daisy did do a great job.
Extras, because I played with the size or the garden forks, as you call them. I had my eye out.
She plays with the garden forks.
To be like Gabrielle with the size,
Yeah,
her
yeah.
weapons.
No. What do I play with now? I don't know. Oh, whip? What's funny is I don't play with the whip. I have a whip. If I'd only known you needed a
I
whip.
texted Renee. Okay, you better bring something to dance in and a whip, because I knew she would have one.
How did you know that? Really?
'Cause I know you.
Isn't that funny? That is pretty funny. But what I got out of that was, first of all, I didn't get the text because for some reason I don't get texts, which is, I don't know why. Anyway. I just don't. I don't either. I don't get it. I need to come up to speed.
Says, I don't understand it either. She busted you for just not knowing how to work it.
Yeah. I can't. My thumbs are just. They're not opposable. Anyway, finally Lucy called because I didn't get the text, and then it was the day before, and you said, bring something. But you said that Sharon and Brian were going out to get the whip.
I sent Sharon out to go to all the sex shops and buy a selection of things.
That's a friend, too. Yeah. It was a feather whip. It was quite light. I was soft on you.
Yes, miss.
Wow.
Wow, she was inspired by the
us.
show to start martial arts, and she's owned her own studio for the last 2 years.
Fantastic. And you look so young. How old are you? 30. My goodness.
Where do you live? Where do you live?
What water do you drink?
No, really, where do you live?
Where?
Sorry? Lafayette, Indiana.
Good for you.
Beautiful.
What
beautiful
kind of
skin.
martial arts do you teach now, or do you run? Kinbo? Is it similar to Taibo? No. The truth comes out. It's based on self-defense.
Yeah. You need that when you've had the brownies. Lady.
I'd also like to say that you inspired me very much. When I first started watching your show, my grandma had passed away, and so you kind of helped me get over the grief of it.
She says that the show helped her get over her grief of her grandma dying. What on earth were we doing at the time? I guess we deal with those themes a lot, right?
Your character, do you like to play good or
She said, with my character, do I like to play good or evil? I don't think Gabrielle was ever evil, though. I don't. But Hope's like, Gabrielle, you guys, don't you know the show? Come on. Do I have to explain it all to you? But Gabrielle, no. I mean, her essence is all about hope. Compassion. You mean, I love Gabrielle. You know, I mean, the hope stuff, all that's fun, but I love the essence of Gabrielle. That's still the kind of roles that I just admire, you know, as myself. You know, not as myself. I get to speak today, but I love her compassion. So, I mean, I think that that's a gift, you know, and I wish we could all find more of that and live that way. So I like to play that sort of role. Whatever. Shut up.
Funnily enough, there's some questions from the two girls over here. Go ahead. They have definitely been eating the brownies. Okay, your first question is.
She's gonna have one now. Lucy's going for the brownies.
I can't. Can we?
The show will
give you
be a
back.
whole different show tonight. What about back there? Way back. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. I'm too old. I don't remember. I said I'm too old to be shaking my butt too. What was I thinking, you guys? Way back there. What's going on? Way back. Way. Yes. Hey, how's it going? Is Genesis in the can? In the can? Yes. Filmed it in Bulgaria for 4 weeks. It was crazy fun. It's in the can. They're wrapping that up, I think.
And the second question for both of you. What haven't you done that you want to do next?
Lucy, what haven't you done that you want to do now? That's a good question.
I think I might do a blockbuster next.
A musical? What about a musical?
I'd love to do a musical. Yeah. Yeah, musical. That's a good one. That's a good answer. A blockbusting musical.
Woo! What about physical things? 'Cause I know you used to jump out of airplanes and do all these crazy things. I know you don't do that anymore, but
No. Performance is my challenge. You know, I find jumping out of planes like sort of annoying. Because I used to have to do it as part of my job, and it was like, oh God, here we go. It's like, all right, all this terror, mind over matter, done it, thank God, bye. and at the end of this really fabulous, scary experience, you'd have to be really excited, go, oh, I'd definitely do that again, because you're doing this travel show. So you're supposed to be really positive about everything. I'm going, all right, that was really stupid.
jumping off an airplane is stupid. You really got to that, huh? I can't imagine it being boring. Can you imagine? Like, oh, this is
not
the,
boring, and
this
I
is
am
normal.
glad. I'm glad that I.
Just like 1 foot off. Oh.
I'll have that later, thank you. I'm watching. Sharon, don't leave temptation in our way. No, okay. I will. We'll have some. But you know what?
I'll stick to my will. You know, it sticks to the roof of your mouth, and then I need some more. Oh, let's see.
You bought
That's what I'm
me.
thinking. It's not peanut butter, huh?
I know you made him. Now don't do the puppy dog face, all right? That's your little trick. And it works on the people at home, but it doesn't work with me. I need you to be a grown-up. Thank you.
They look good.
And I will have some, but I am, with a cup of tea or something.
Yeah. That sounds
I
good.
promise you.
Some water, at least. Some water with it.
Yes, miss. And the coral.
Of each character is your personality. So when how much do you bring into each role? As Xena, how much goes in?
How much of each character is in you? We can't even tell anymore. Right? You do it so long, all day in, day out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you become the role, or does the role become you? Thank you. My little
remember,
brownie
though-
over there.
But when it first started, Gabrielle was so much younger than me. That was kind of weird, trying to go through my adolescence again. It was a nightmare I didn't need to revisit, But now I'm like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, yeah, what do I do?
Way at the back in the black T-shirt.
Have we read or seen what?
The secret.
Yeah, it
secret.
makes me feel really guilty when things crap out, because then I go, I just didn't want it hard enough. I didn't want it in the right way. I wanted it too much. That's what the secret did for me. I think, and I've, so in being that, as it may, I'm going with the everything happens for a reason, you know. I'm going with that philosophy because I have no control over anything.
You know,
Yes.
I think there's a lot to manifesting your desires. You know, I think that's absolutely true. I think what you put out, you attract back. You know, which is what you're saying. But then some things are bad, huh? Some things are not so great. So you just have to sort of think, well, maybe there's a bigger lesson in it all. Is that what you just said, pretty much?
I don't know. I don't know what I said.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to take the action first, and then things, like you have to say, we were driving to the show the other night, and I said to Sharon, do you remember me, like, before the first Roxy show, I would have these horrors at 3 a.m. in the morning saying, who am I to think that I can get up there and do that show? Just because I said I would, then I had to, like, follow it. Sometimes you have to say that you will to be propelled in a new direction. Say it, even though you don't know that you're ready. If your desire is there, just say it and start following through. And other people will jump on board to make it happen, or if they don't. If doors are being shut in your face, as it happens to me and Ren and all of us, cut a damn trapdoor, man. Make something happen for yourself. Don't just, but
Yeah.
start the process.
I always think of it as the box. You're always working outside the box. Okay, everyone says this. You can only do it this way. That's what I always say. And I thought, but why? I always ask why. Why is that the only way to do it? So I'm always going, well, what if I do this? And then if that doesn't work, okay, well, what if we go over here? So it's funny because I always feel better when I have the freedom of looking around at other opportunities to make something get me to where I want to go, because that I get. It's when someone just says no that that confuses
Yeah,
me.
you got to be the little red hen.
All right, I'll do it myself.
But that's not always fun. I mean, there's a lesson in that too, as I know with Diamonds and Guns. You know, it's just like, geez, you wonder, well, when do you actually say enough's enough? You know what I mean? There was a lot of that on the film as I kept going, yeah, but you just, I don't know. I think it's a gut. You're gonna go
So I'm just
do
wondering
a
if
check.
they want me to leave so you can have 10 minutes, and then I will leave,
Do a
and
check.
Ren will, okay.
Oh, anyway, we won't talk about Diamonds and Guns. I'll talk about you later because there's so much.
No, sorry, I didn't want to, I didn't want to interrupt you, sorry.
We'll do question.
That young lady there.
Hi.
Alright, what's your favorite and least favorite thing about one another?
What is our favorite and least
Oh,
favorite
I know what it is.
She knows already? I didn't think about it.
No. The thing that I used to do that would really piss Renee off, when we go, let's go through a scene, or she's trying to learn a scene for a play. And she's like, okay, let's just run through it, just do it flat. And I would always, no, I read the lines like they're real, like, and I'm really there. Or I try to imagine it, and sometimes it's, anyway, it's not what she wanted. She just wants you to read it flat. Can you just read it flat? And she's really trying to keep a lid on her anger, you know. Lucy, can you just read it flat? And I went, I don't do flats!
Okay, and here's my perspective. So this will be what, okay. And I'm thinking, can't we just get through the lines? Like, you know, you get them as fast as you can to see if you know the words. Because then once you know the words, then later on you can just play and do whatever you want. But let's just get through the words. Get the words as fast as you can.
No, I'm emoting. Wait a minute. This sentiment's going to take some time.
But then, you know what? But what was great about that is then we really learned how to work together. Because I think I went off to Barbie, the makeup artist. I'm like, can you just do it? Just run the lines flat, no problem. And then I was like ready to go, and then when Lucy come on, and then it was like boom, you know. So.
But by the end, I realized that my technique of working, I needed to adopt more of Renee's approach. No. No, I think that our style, in the end, kind of had to borrow from each other a little bit. You know, you had to.
I stopped studying. That's what you're saying.
She stopped.
I stopped learning.
She stopped working so hard. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No. Yeah. Anyway. I had.
Yeah, I can fly. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen her
Yeah. Yeah, but I have trouble with, you know, that.
on brownies. Yeah.
And Gabrielle.
Gabrielle, yeah. Gotta stand up, come on.
The show is so well written, and your characters are thanks to Steven and everybody else. But how has being on the show changed your life, and what have you learned from your characters?
Oh, jeez. Well, we both got married. Out of the show,
I
right?
had children. What have I learned? Oh gosh, it always takes me a minute. Ask Lucy. What have I learned?
I learned complete surrender.
Surrender. That's really.
To the demands of the show. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was tough.
Just couldn't. I love that you're not actually interested in the answer.
That's funny. I have a.
That's my kind of fan. Well, she's not wearing a Xena costume, so I should not expect too much.
Yeah, it's just me. I understand your language, don't worry.
Hilarious.
Think about that one. I'm still thinking about that one.
I'm sorry, as ever. I'm cutting you off. I'm cutting you off.
No, because I have to think about. I don't know why I have to think about it. There's so much. I guess what haven't I learned about the Gabrielle, or myself, because of Gabrielle? It was such an incredible time in my life of just becoming a real person. You know what I mean? Because it was my 20s, and you learn that it's not. You know, you have to learn it's not all about yourself, because when you're young, you think everything is just your universe. You know what I mean? And it's like, how am I affected by things? And suddenly you have to go, wait a minute, wow. You know, you just grow up, and so that it was huge. That alone is a lot, you know, and just working nonstop and away from your family, and it was a lot of maturing, so it was good. What's that?
I said, but New Zealand's nice, right?
And New Zealand's nice. Beautiful. Yeah.
Hello. Can I go ahead? No, this little girl's
Oh,
still
sorry,
standing
that's right, you were
here.
standing.
Sorry.
Sorry.
She's probably 40 years old.
Don't even forget.
But she probably comes from Lafayette, Indiana. Like,
I know. The water's beautiful.
Hello.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, honey bun.
She just turned 16
well, it's great
today.
to have sweet 16.
Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, honey.
That's a pretty nice gift. My son had a Star
What's your
Wars
name?
party in our
What's
house.
your name? Sorry. Pardon? Holly.
Holly.
Oh, I love that name. That was on our list of names. We had a girl. Happy birthday, Holly.
But isn't that a nice gift? What a great mom. Jeez. It's extravagant. Woo.
Yes, to come and see
That's
us.
so nice.
Oh,
Wow.
oh,
Yeah.
that's fabulous.
It's fabulous. Miles wanted to have a Star Wars party, so just a couple weeks ago. So I dressed up as a Jedi. You know, I mean, that's all he got. My mom was Princess Leia. She had this little wig on. She looked like the short cook chef that you find in Threadgills, or you know what I mean, with her hair on the big bun, and she's walking around. And Iris was Yoda, so we got a little Yoda. So, you know, it's not very different from here, really, is it? You know? It's fun. It's fun. It's good. Things you do. Lucy. Oh, okay. Oh.
What do you want
Lucy
me to
has
do?
obligations.
Sign something. In here? No? I'll
So
sign
anyway,
it
the blue,
Yeah.
yes.
You might have to remind me. I'll run off.
Obviously, we all love the show and y'all's acting, that's why we're here, but I wanted to tell y'all that I got a whole new respect when I read about the charity work that you do and the things that y'all do for other people, because so many celebrities don't care about what's going on outside of their little world, and we really appreciate what y'all do for us.
Oh,
Well, thank you very much.
that's fine. Is your name Holly? I remember you. Yeah, from the photo op. You're amazing. Wow, you're fostering 15 children. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? It's an amazing
She's got
story.
9 kids at home right now.
9
fostering.
kids at home. I read them
Holy
all.
cow.
I know. Yeah. It's funny because your letter really just reminds me why I'm here, because, oh my gosh, you know?
Yeah, the fans are really
incredible.
inspirational.
Yeah.
They do a lot of work.
You guys
and
are
they,
amazing.
It's very humbling. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, and it's Is that a fart joke?
No.
Oh, it's
no,
a
no, no.
baby.
It's her foster babies in the bag.
You're waking her up. Shh. Oh,
This
sweetheart.
lady on the right.
Okay. Hello, quiet. Shh.
Yes, you miss. Oh, where is she? Hello, darling.
Oh.
My daughter's trying to get your attention. That's awesome. Good for you. She is an awesome mom.
Awesome. And I just want to thank you not only because you were so good to your fans, both of you, and thank you for that, but also you're so great to the gay community. And it helped a lot when I was coming out and you guys were like, oh, we love our fans, we don't care. And that was wonderful to read. But I know while the show was on, you couldn't really say, but now, 12 years later, in your opinion, Gabrielle and Xena, couple?
I think in the end, I think they were, weren't they? Wasn't that implicit in the script?
What's in the script, Steve?
In your opinion.
In your opinion.
Now thinking back.
It's funny. First, I have to comment on what you said before, because what's great about the show is that it makes people stand up. You know what I mean? There's no hiding, period. I loved that. You have to be brave. You have to be courageous. You have to be comfortable with who you are. And that's the best part of the show. So, I mean, whether or not we're kissing, hey, all right, But you know what I mean? It seems sort of, it's not the bigger picture. And I understand that it is a big, important, you know what I mean? I get that completely.
They're
But
they're
what we
saying
say
were
is
the
not-
characters gay or not. And I think I've already been on record saying, yeah, I think they probably were in the end. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, I'm still going for the bigger. Yeah. Good for you. See, that's great. She walked in her first gay pride parade. Why not? That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Good. Isn't that amazing? That's great. Wow. I wish more shows right now just took a stand or had a voice that was really specific, I think that would be really good.
I just want people to stop shaming other people to death.
Yes.
That's all it's about. It's
Yes.
like children, nobody chooses to be what they are. So let's stop making people feel lousy about the way they're born.
Yeah.
Color, creed, whatever.
Yeah. Yes.
In respect to what she said, I also thought the show was very good in diversity, like your relationship with Marcus, and there was also
Just saying, there was a lot of diversity, but Xena had a love interest with African American. Well, not at the time, but
Wasn't it sexy?
Oh, Bobby Hosea is and he's so handsome still.
Oh yeah.
His talent and his good looks are undiminished. Amazing guy. Tony Todd's a black actor too, but they were just friends, I think. But there was a lot of. It's just about acceptance, and this is why we have this really amazing fan base that everybody craves to be accepted and respected, right? And that's the heart of our fan base. A lot of goodwill going around.
That's what's so great about you guys. You just keep, you know what I mean? You're here, and we see you guys, and you see us, and it's just this bizarre family, isn't it? That's why I'm like, wow, this is still amazing. It's incredible, but we all feel the same way. You just want to end that separation of, people being different. I guess I can answer a question on my own. I don't know. Yes. I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
God bless you both for coming.
Thank you. Thanks for my little angel.
Earlier that, when she's choosing the platform, where kids are like, major.
Oh, he asked about directing a couple episodes of Xena. How long did it take to learn directing? Yeah. The first time was a bit of a challenge because I had no. Are you gonna go? And I don't want you to go. I didn't mean it like that. You look like you're trying to leave. Can you just?
I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna leave you with this because this is a good, subject for me not to be pressuring you or something. So I'm gonna see you guys for the photo op for United Way. Gonna give back some money to the Chicago community. Cool. I've never done photo ops before, but this it was a great way to help. So
Nice.
Thanks, Rin.
Bye. Bye. Have a good show. Thank you.
Ta-da. Woohoo!
takes the brownies. I want to see Lucy later after those brownies. I want to see her. What she's doing. Oh, I was going to finish the question about the directing. Anyway, you know, no one teaches you how to do anything. Really? I don't know. No, they do. You just learn. That's not a joke. What am I trying to say? You really have to just find your own groove and learn what your instincts are. And then I'm around such great people. The writers were great, and then the actors, phenomenal. I mean, Lucy and Ted, you know what I mean? They're just so talented. As you know, Lucy can do so many things, and Ted is so underrated. What a phenomenal comedian, you know? And so you just sort of work with what you got, and you try not to get in their way, and then to get fancy with shots. So I don't know. It's not something that I actually learned to do. You just sort of experiment as you go. And then later you look at it and go, oh, that didn't really work, did it? You know? Yeah. Yes? Do I miss the show, Xena? Well, I'm fortunate that well, she wants to know if well, actually, it's funny because I am really, you know, I love Lucy. You know, I just love her, and it's such a fortunate opportunity to keep her in my life. You know, I get to see her here. I don't see her all the time unless we're singing the shows, but, you know, she just moved and she's closer to me now, so maybe I'll get to see more of her. Our kids are growing up so fast, so I'd like to know them, you know? It's kind of like that. Yes, hold on. Yes, I forgot, yes. Why didn't Gabrielle get a horse? Because they like me to walk. Why didn't she get a horse? You know what? What's that? They gave me a Shetland pony. No, you know, they just wanted to, they wanted us to look very different, you know what I mean? And keep it very separate, you know, like she's the warrior and then I'm the one trying to be a warrior, you know, so, plus, you know, I can't ride a horse, you know, I mean, come on, who am I kidding? No. I know, I'm from Texas. Shame, for shame. Anybody? We'll get back here where I haven't seen anyone. Yes?
You said earlier that when she's choosing a platform where kids are like, you know, a major decider for her. Is that the way you see it right now?
She's asking if my kids are my major decider on what projects I take. They have been. This sounds really weird, but you know what? I'm learning that you can't just put everything on hold for your children, because I have done that, and I think that that's not the best, healthiest balance to just give everything you have to your children. So what I'm trying to do is trying to figure it out. I'm trying to say, you know, I've got to, again, nurture my creative side, because otherwise I'm not being the best mom I can be. You know what I mean? If I'm shut down in any part of my life, then what kind of role model am I being for them? I want them to be vibrant. I want them to be creative and passionate and love life. And if I'm sad because I'm missing acting, then that's not so good, right? So yeah, so I've been trying to just make sure that the matches, that's the word I use a lot, are just right. You know, that I go into something and I'm so excited about being there that then I know this is just the best project. It's perfect. And then I don't miss them as much, you know? I came here and I didn't bring any of my children. I couldn't believe it. It's really weird for me. I packed my bag and it was just my stuff. You know, there were no diapers or no tennis shoes. There were no Star Wars figurines, no lightsabers, you know. And it was really weird. And I thought, this is kind of nice. It's nice for one night. But I am going to go back, actually, after I see you guys here. Because, well, my little girl, she's only 1.5 years. She doesn't understand, you know. She's doing all right. The house is closed up, you know. So she's got a little bit of food. So she'll be good for another hour. Okay, I'll come back. Yes. Between Lucy and I, what? Who injured the most stuntmen? Oh, you know that. I did. I did. I always did. I just really got into it, you know? I love it. And then my enthusiasm just came across. But I don't think the stuntmen mind, because they're kind of macho, you know? They're like, oh, yeah, it's all right. You can hit me. Are you sure? Yeah, it's all right. All righty, woo! I loved it. I did. I'm fortunate that no one really got too hurt, you know? I didn't staffs. Yes? I'm not going to show tonight. No, I'm not. Well, you know what's funny is, again, I was really looking forward to just sitting back with you guys and watching the show. You know what I mean? And I'm so proud of Lucy, you know? I mean, because I understand what she says about stepping out and doing something that stretches you, you know? And I know she gets nervous, and I think she's so brave, you know? And I just feel so proud of her. And so whatever I can do, I step up and help. But I have a baby I left at home, so I have to get home, you know? I tried to balance both. I tried to do one and then get home. Thank you. Oh, you can pass it along. Okay. So there. That was easy. She's going to give it something to Sharon, and then I can fly. Questions, guys? Yes.
What are you gonna do to step out then? What's your big step out?
What's my big step out? You know what's funny is I'm looking for, this sounds weird again, but more roles where I feel more comfortable with my sexuality. Isn't that funny? Because I'm, as Sharon says, I seem very, don't take this wrong, but I mean, it's funny that I have the whip when I look so prim. You know what I mean? And it's really interesting because I do look very wholesome and very prim. Sharon, hi, that was you I was talking about, yeah. No, but we were just talking about this, and it's really that I, you know, I just want to, I don't know that it's okay to feel sexy, and it's okay to do all these things, because I know. But I didn't always feel that way. It was so funny. I didn't always feel that it was safe to look or feel sexy. You know what I mean? That wasn't part of my background. So to really step up like that is pretty scary for me. And what was really great is I've been auditioning for these different projects, and they're all so funny. They're all these women who are sex crazed individuals, you know? But they're really funny, you know? They're, like, one was for Nip Tuck, and I know, it'd be great. But anyway, I don't know. I'm not sure what that hasn't, I don't know. Anyway, life changes, and I came here, so I don't really know if it's going to work out, which is fine. I'm happy to be here. But it was really funny because it's this woman who just has this other side, and it's all about sex and stuff. And I'm sorry to be saying this in front of our younger children here, the children here today, but there's nothing to be ashamed of, right? We all have bodies, and, you know, that's what I'm saying. So that's how I'm stepping out. I'm like, it's okay. It's all right. Are these lesbian choices? Can I get any? You know what? Let me think about that. No, I think you know what would be great about it is that I know some of you guys would probably really like to see that. You know what I mean? And I think that, and I really want to do things that also keep you guys coming. You know what I mean? Wow. Hello. I set that up. Why, Steve, you can't write that stuff. No. Anyway, what I'm trying to say, yeah. So if I could backpedal. No. I'm not afraid to do anything. Let's put it that way. And it's really anything that's going to be just really good work, you know? I mean, I know Catherine's really trying hard to get me on Army Wives. She's trying to find something that's a good match. And I don't know. I have no idea because she's kind of quiet about it all, but I know she's stirring stuff up over there. But, you know, I don't know. One day I'm sure I'll play something, right? Why not? Play something. Yeah, I don't know. One day, I promise you guys, I won't let you down. I'll do something different. But the ones I've been auditioning for are with guys, that's really fun too. So. Yes. You guys are wondering. Yeah. No, I have not been approached by the L Word, no. But they have a lot of nudity, don't they? See, I do. I am prim, aren't I? It's true. I'm really trying hard to let it go. I really am. I don't know. You know, it's funny with nudity. I mean, gosh, it just has. I don't really watch the L Word, you know. There are a few shows I watch. I love House, and yeah, and so I don't watch it. I know about it, of course. I know of some of the actresses, but I wouldn't want to just do nudity for the sake of doing nudity. It's just not my thing, you know? What's that? Yeah. Oh, yeah. If it were a role where I didn't have to get naked, then that's great. Oh, if I'm ever gonna get, why are we talking about nudity? How did I start this? Yeah. Anyway, I would never do nudity. I should never use the word never. I would like to only. Never. Let's just wait and see what happens with the world, eh? I like good roles. I don't know. I'm trying to step up the game. Let's just put it like that. But without having to just show gratuitous flesh. I think that's pointless. There you go. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. Did I lose my baby fat right away? You know what's funny is I'm just, yes, I guess, what someone said to me, you better come to New Orleans because we got to put some fat on you. But you know, no, I'm not taking care of my body in a way that I'm not working out. You know what I mean? I watch my nutrition. I'm really good about eating good things and not overeating and not eating a lot of sweets because I love sweets. But now I just have to, once my kids get a little more, you know, my daughter gets a little older, I'm gonna start a regime, but you know, you have to give, it's time for them. And then my time is about, right now, Diamonds and Guns, and then starting other projects. And I am trying to write, I'm trying to do more things that are really personal stories from my childhood because it's so outrageous. On Genesis Code, because someone was asking about Genesis Code, it was such a great match for me because this man came up and he said, Tiny, I don't know if you know Tiny. Well, he's tiny. He's like 6'7", you know? And he's on the show and he said, Renee, I think you're hiding. Because we had really great conversations. I said, what do you mean I'm hiding? I'm not hiding. I know exactly who I am. He said, yeah, but you're not really stepping up into who you are. You're not stepping up and really showing the world who you are. And I thought, whoa, that's really true. Who said yeah? Who said yeah? But it's funny, and I just think about it, and I think, you know, it's true. Like, I had a really difficult childhood, and your story, Holly, is amazing because a lot of the children you take care of are very similar to my own background. You know, my brother and my mom and we were all in an abusive situation, and I look back and I think, my gosh, you know, I made such great choices. I was around wonderful, loving people who got us all through it. But you know what? I need to share those stories, and I need to let other people know you're not alone, you know? Jeez. It's pretty awesome. But oh my gosh, yeah, your stories, woo. You got me. Tell them to they're very fortunate. And you have to take care of yourself too, you know what I mean? That actually what I was talking about before was for you.
Yeah, this is the first time we've ever been alone.
That's, yeah.
11 years.
The first time in 11 years they've ever been alone together. She's been taking care of the 15 children and 9 now. And when I read you've only been alone now, I thought, you know what? You need to hear when I say that you need to take care of yourself too, because there's no way you can give completely unless you know that you're completely whole as well, you know? Yeah. Good on you. Yeah. Hold on, let me go back here. Yes. Yes. The Austin Film Festival, we did a panel about digital filmmaking. That was 10 years ago, right? On Diamonds and I'm joking, it was not that long ago. Yes. Am I going to shop projects around at the festival circuit? Or come back to Austin? I don't know. You know, not really. I guess the question is no, I don't have anything right now. Just festival. This goes in and out a lot, hey? Yeah. But not yet, no. Wow. Feedback. A little feedback? Yes, what was your question? Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. She's just saying thanks because I wrote out every address for the labels for Diamonds and Guns when I was shipping them out. Thank you guys for buying them. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Yeah, because you know what? I'm trying to pay those wonderful actors. Weren't they great? Talk about a great ensemble piece. And you know, a lot of those people, they just don't get as much work anymore. Like Gritano, the little guy, he's so phenomenal. He can do anything from Shakespeare to lots of commercials. You've probably seen him on commercials. And I just want to take care of them, you know? It's the mother and me again. And so it really helps that you guys have bought the movie because it's it's all going to be distributed, you know, to them, and then hopefully it will go on to Walmart. That's where it's supposed to go. Catherine laughed at me. I said, Catherine, I think I got a deal, and it's going to Walmart. She's like, wow, I've never heard anyone say that before. Isn't that funny? We'll see. But anyway, yes, thank you. Yes. You can, yeah, sure, yes. Am I forgetting anyone over here that I know. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was curious about everybody's names. I wanted to put a name with a face. Oh, yeah, I know. Carol Ward. You know what I mean? I know. Nora. Yeah, see, yeah, it's just so funny because it's really interesting to put the where you're from, and you know, I've got, you know, yeah. I was curious. Oh, you did recognize my mom's. Oh yeah, and I addressed the photographs. Yeah, I ship them out myself. My mom did help me in the first few that came out because I was just trying to feed through these orders. But yeah, no. It's just easier to. I don't know. I still have to. I'm still in trying to get the film going, finishing. You know, we're not there yet. I'm not finished yet with it. I would like to be because I want to move on to see what else comes up, but it'll happen. Yes. Which do I enjoy more, acting or directing? I want to next try to write little short films and direct them myself. And since they are my own stories, I think it'd be good if I direct them. But typically, I'd rather someone else direct me, because truly there aren't that many good directors. I'm realizing that. I worked on not Diamonds and Guns, but Genesis Code had a great director, and it's just so nice when people are able to give you the permission to be actors. I mean, that's what we do. You know, we have this history in our body, and we want to get it out, and they need to trust us. So he was great like that, and then what was the other one I worked on? Oh, Boogeyman was like that too. Boogeyman 2, that one was good too. This guy was his first directing job, and he just let us go and added tweaks here and there. But I want to work with more people like that, as opposed to people who don't really trust their own instinct and then try so hard to control you that then you just don't know what the heck. Well, what do you want? You know what I mean? You try so hard to make it right for them, and then it doesn't work. Or the opposite is they don't say anything, and then you're just sort of left. And that's kind of funny too, because then I get a little weird on it. I look like I'm on stage. Y'all probably don't notice it, but you know what I mean? Like if I were acting up here, it's just completely different than if I'm really telling a real story. You know, like right here, face to face. It's just so different when they don't help you. Anyway. Okay. Yeah. Yes. The brownie. What is? Yes. Sorry.
I have a very personal question
Yeah.
of mine, and I asked you earlier, but I didn't get a chance. I got the inspiration from your character I'm trying to become a bard because I love writing.
She wants to be a writer. There are a lot of people in here that write, aren't there? I mean, most of you are very creative with the costumes and art and photography. You're in the right group. How do you become a bard, a writer? Does anyone know? I don't know. I think they always say, write what you know. That's what write what you know. Is that true? No, Steve, that's not true? Steve, is that true for you? Write what you know?
I never intended to be a writer.
Steve never intended to be a writer.
I did it because I was just having fun telling stories.
Wow.
It led to this career.
Isn't that wild?
That's what you were just saying earlier about wanting to tell your stories.
Yeah.
I almost yelled out the questions, then start writing. Why don't you do that?
I started. Well, this one that, gosh, I feel like I talk about this so much, but there's a little short film that I'm wanting to do, but I'm still trying to write my version of it. But, you know, they're not, I feel like Debbie Downer, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, like, oh, okay, well then, yeah, it's all right, but, you know what I mean? My stories are right now not happy stories, but they're real stories, so, you know.
But you want to relate to those.
Yes, I should. I mean, whether or not you guys see them, I should definitely tell those stories, right? Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Welcome. See what we talk about. It's crazy, isn't it? Anyway, yes. Yeah. Well, that's the point. I mean, that's what I look at my. Yes, exactly. And I figured there's a whole reason why I lived the life I've lived, that I've survived the life I've lived, and instead of, you go, oh, okay, I get it now. It's like, oh, that's the purpose. Yeah. Well, I'm just discovering it now. You know what I mean? It's like there is a purpose for it all. Instead of just resenting it, you go, oh, yeah, I got it. So I just got it, okay? I only just got that. And so, yeah. I'm going to carry it on. Is that what you're trying to say? I'm trying to share. Yeah, I know. Anyway. What a conversation. See, I'm talking. Yeah. Woo, if I could have one thing in the world, what would it be? Besides the cutie over there in the yellow. Get in line. I thought you said something else. What would it be? You know what? It would be. It sounds so sentimental, but it's really true. It's just so funny. But just like a place where everybody could really love each other. You know what I mean? Like a real love fest. I would love that. Yeah. Okay. Yes. She wants a picture of my behind or behind, right? Yes.
You mentioned telling stories. Is there any chance that you, either like alone or with Lucy, might write a book someday about the experience of being on Xena?
Would we?
We would all buy it.
With Lucy and I think you guys didn't hear everything though. You've heard all of our stories. You know what I mean? There's always more. I don't know. We're just trying to do different things. I don't know if writing a book is where we're at right now, but Lucy's really into her music, obviously, growing like that, and I am evolving into a different performer. I have no idea. So, what else? I think I have to. Yeah, I think you guys have to get ready to go to a show, aren't you? Who else going to Lucy's show tonight? Who went last night? Okay. Wow. And who again? Who was here for the first time ever? Wow. Yeah, you guys are. It's really cool, huh? Yeah. Chicago rocks. Wow. Seriously. Yeah. So tell me, did Janis Joplin play here once? No? Or not more than once? Is that like a legacy or something? No? No one knows, so is that a no? Okay. Well, thank you guys. Design who? Yes. I always forget one, and it always gets shipped back to me, right? Always. My kids are beautiful. They're just vivacious. My daughter is so hilarious, and I really don't know if this is me, if I'm actually seeing myself, but she has such a temper, If I don't do something that she likes right now, she's only 18 months, she'll throw it across the room, right? Isn't that wild? And I almost really love it. I go, wow, I just love her spirit, And she's going to be a challenge, and I just love that. So cool. So until she's a teenager, then it won't be fun, huh? Well, I've got a bit of time. Her name is Iris. My son's name is Miles. Yeah, and they are beautiful, and I have to get home to them, so I'm going to go do that. But you know what? Thank you guys so much for being here. Such a great experience. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.
Renee O'Connor.